Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Gossip You. So I know that you've been enjoying yourselves. We started the series last week, Healthy Diet. If you have not seen the video, kindly check out my video on healthy diet and you will learn the background to what we're about to talk about today. So today we're going to talk about how to maintain a healthy diet. Pastor Mrs. Bukola has been an amazing person. She's been the one on this channel since last week. So we're going to have her again today and she's going to take us on how to have a healthy diet. Don't forget, she's a dietitian, she's a nutritionist, and she's an educationist. So she's going to teach you what she's known in her field. So sit back and enjoy. Hi everyone. Good day. I want to believe we are all doing fine, and I want to believe that we now have a good idea of what a healthy diet is. Today we're going to be talking about how to maintain this healthy diet, and I'm not going to waste your time. I want to start by saying that the first principle of a good diet is to ensure that whatever meal you are taking has all the 6 classes, or if not all, almost all the six classes of food. That is the proteins, the vitamins, the minerals, the carbohydrates. Water is very, very important. Then fat and the oil. Now I want you to know that each class of nutrients has vital function that they perform in the body. From the food that we eat is where we get energy. The food that we eat is the one that helps us to grow. The food that we eat is the one that helps us to maintain good health, because it is from food that we get substances that helps us to fight infections. It is from food that we build our immunity. And the processes that go on in the body by hormones, by all manner of, the parts of the body, they get strengthened by the nutrients that we consume. So I want to start by telling you that you should ensure whenever you are eating that you eat a balanced meal. Some people are fond of skipping breakfast because of their busy schedule. I want you to know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Why? If you take, for example, you took your dinner yesterday at 8 p.m. Maybe you're a very busy person and don't really have the grace to take your dinner at 7. It's delayed till 8 p.m. And then you wake up the next morning at 5 a.m. You prepare for work, you leave the house, and then you go to work. And you don't think about breakfast until like 12 o'clock when no hunger pangs come. I want you to calculate the number of hours for which you have been without food. The last time you ate was 8 p.m. yesterday. So by 8 a.m. today, that's 12 hours. 12 hours. 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 plus 12. You have left the stomach without putting another food in it for, that should be 16 good hours. Mind you, after 4 hours, it is most likely that the food you ate had left your stomach. So by 12 midnight, most of the food had left, and you always have an acid in the stomach. It is always there. That is the hydrochloric acid. So that is how people come down with ulcer, because this acid is always present in the stomach. It has its own function for your good. So when you go for a long time without eating food, it keeps moving on the lining, working on the lining of your stomach. When it wears out your stomach because of lack of regular feeding, that is when you come down with ulcer, peptic ulcer. So learn to eat. If you're fasting, you know you're fasting. But if you're not fasting, then you know you're not fasting. So if you're not fasting, eat regularly. We now have a good understanding that we shouldn't skip breakfast. In fact, if you're going to skip any meal, you can skip lunch, but do not skip your breakfast. Ensure that you eat breakfast. When you eat breakfast, you are not even like to be glutton gluttony at the end of the day because you won't be all that hungry. So the rate at which you go for food is going to be moderate. You find out that when you have the opportunity or you're offered food, you eat moderately because you are not particularly very hungry because you took your breakfast. Now, whatever meal that we are going to take, let us always know that the inculcation of fruits and vegetables is of utmost importance in food. One of the reasons why this generation is coming down with cardiovascular diseases, with terminal diseases, is because we have reduced fiber in our food. And where do you get fiber? You get them from plants, you get them from fruits, you get them from vegetables. When you take food that come from plant sources, you get plenty of fiber. Fiber helps you to prevent ulcer. It helps you to prevent constipation. It helps you to live your life without having too much of sugar in your system, because when you take food that are rich in fiber, there is a gradual release of energy into your system instead of you taking Coke, Fanta and all that, and then you slam your system with enormous amount of glucose at a time. So I beg of you, for you to maintain good diet, always know that you need to introduce plenty of fruits and vegetables into your food. If you are going to eat any food, ensure that there is a vegetable. If you take your normal food in the morning, you can just go for fruits in the afternoon. You feel full, meanwhile you have taken little energy, so you are able to prevent diabetes, you are able to prevent excess weight leading to all manner of other diseases. You are able to prevent hypertension, which is there's a way they terminate life when they live in your body, and it's even good not to have them, because when you do, then you start living a life of maintenance. You're going to have to depend on people, on doctors, on medical practitioners to maintain your life for you when you fall prey to this kind of diseases. So the best way to eat healthy or to maintain good health is to ensure that you have plenty of fiber in the form of fruits and vegetables to your food. Learn to eat a lot of food from natural sources. And there's another thing that is very important. It is called the diet quality. The quality of your diet is measured by so many things, and one of them is variety. When you don't take variety, if you are such that maybe you only eat rice, cassava, yam, or you eat maize, cassava, yam, you don't diversify. You have to. There's still something called dietary diversity. You must eat from different kinds of food sources. You must take from meat source, you take fish, you take mushroom, you take water yam, you take bitter yam, you take cocoa yam, not just yam. There's yellow yam. There are different kinds of varieties of food on the surface of the earth. Don't just adhere to one, because the nutrients and what you derive, the compounds that are in this food, they vary. So when you take food from different sources, you find out that your body is happy. Your body, is equipped with what it needs to live long, because you have variety. So variety is very important when you eat. Don't be such that it is the same thing that you eat in the morning. Some people will say, oh, I am busy, so every morning they order for fried rice and jollof rice from an eatery. Every afternoon, maybe they take gari and the milk and the groundnut and probably suya, and then in the night they eat indomie, and that's what they eat every day. What about buying mango, buying oranges, taking pineapple, you take cucumber, you take cabbage, you take carrot, you take beetroot, you take variety. Is very important. The best way to maintain good diet is to also take variety of food. By that, the quality of your diet is improved. Then there is this guarantee that you are not likely to come down with deficiencies, because take for example seafood, very rich in iodine. That is why you see in Nigeria we have iodized salt. Even iodized sugar is being given to us now because they have found out that Nigerians are not taking what they are supposed to take. So a lot of people come down with goiter and then they have to go for surgery and all that. And these things are very rich. They are very enormous in snail, in fish, in periwinkles, in prawns, in crayfish. But because we are used to chicken, and then you come down with something that can be prevented just by taking varieties. So just have it at the back of your mind that when you want to maintain good diet, you learn to eat from different kinds. Sometimes you go to the market, you see some food, you're like, what is this? Go for it. They tell you, oh, ginger is good. Go for it. They tell you, oh, garlic is good. They will say you don't like the smell. You don't like the smell because of the smell. Then something that is very good for you. You don't. Have you tried it? There are so many ways by which you can manipulate these things, and then your taste buds, your olfactory lobe, they just adjust to it, and you find out that but some of us are not even ready to try. So try to take variety and try to always ensure that you inculcate fruits and vegetables to your food. Thank you.
I believe you've enjoyed yourself. I believe you've learned so much today. So many of us don't know the implication of the things we eat. But today, I believe we've been able to understand the implication of those things we eat. We feel that we want to have them fast. We feel that we want to have them as quick as possible. But there are implications, especially if you're always falling sick and you don't know why and you don't like it. I believe you'll understand why that is right now. So please ensure that you take care of yourself. Self-care is not selfishness, okay? So please do take care of yourself. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is the TosinFalode TV. Just don't forget to subscribe and please announce this channel abroad so that you will learn more on how to take care of yourself. Give a thumbs up down below and have a nice time. Bye.